So UK estate agents, this is how you can get your leads to final reply to your follow-up messages. Listen in. Give me the next probably about 8-10 minutes, because I wanted to share with you how you can actually start conversations with seller leads using our easy 3x3 method, which would actually encourage them to raise their hands and say, I'm interested to talk, even while you're busy and out on all of your viewings and valuations all the time. I'll tell you what, if you comment below this video, happy to send you the exact messages that you can use to prompt your seller leads to start a conversation with you, which, as you know, is the first step to booking in more of your property appraisals. My name is Tina Sanford, and if you're not turning your seller leads into instructions yet, then you're in the right place. I am the founder of estateagentsuccess.com, and this is where you can also learn how to book in more valuations from all those leads that you've been paying for. Furthermore, the simple methods that I share can be put into action immediately after watching my videos to get you better results from all your seller leads. Now, I wanted to show you exactly how you can start conversations with your seller leads and encourage them to raise their hand saying, hey, I'm interested, let's talk, even when you're out busy on all your viewings and valuations. Now, everybody is going to think about following up with leads differently. We've had this conversation with so many people now. Now, I know that some estate agents think that 20 times over a year is way too much, and that they feel that that's hassling people. And some lead generation companies around the world think that 40 times isn't even close to enough. Yeah. Dan and I believe that actually the problem is about how often you follow up with your leads, but it's actually down to the value that you're actually planning to give them. It looks like Floof's coming to help us too. Okay, so think about it this way. To get someone's contact details, you actually need to offer them something that they are interested in. So under the same premise, if you want to capture their attention again, then you usually need to repeat that process, in the same way. And it's the same in every industry. I'm just going to give Lidl for an example because I love using Lidl, okay? And you think about the offers and the app that they use. Back to estate agents though. Now you have that leads contact details, yeah? You can reach out to them over time. And I'm laughing at the cat because it's quite funny. But how can you do it in the way that the person doesn't just delete you or unsubscribe from your messages? Well, here's the thing that we've been finding with all this. The reason why most estate agents aren't actually getting valuations when they follow up, it's just because their seller leads are not interested in what they're being offered from those estate agents. Again, I want you to think of the Lidl app, because even when you get an offer for a great discount, if it's not something you would even think about buying, you ignore it, wouldn't you? It's the same thing with this, okay? So with estate agency lead magnets, people know for a fact that when they agree to a face-to-face valuation, then they're going to be pitched by the estate agent. It's not a secret. I've been there so many times myself. I've had to go through the buying and selling process many times in my life, okay? And nobody likes that idea of being talked at for at least an hour just to be pitched at the end. Well, I know I personally hated it. So I want you to listen up, because I actually wanted to show you what I think is a better way. I'm actually a bit worried about my cat eating the plant because it's not for cats. I might get Daniel to take her down a minute. Oh, oopsie daisy. Thanks, Floof. It's just so you're okay, darling. Okay. To summarise the 3x3 method, though, every lead will get 3 kinds of messages over the first 3 days. Now, the first one they get is an email, a text message, and then the phone call from the estate agent, which we connect to the estate agent so they don't have to think about it. And before you say that's too much, I want to show you how we can actually send messages to your leads in a way that they are actually happy to receive them. I think you'd quite like that, wouldn't you? Okay. Now, what we do is we design a message that tells the lead that you're only there to give them more value, okay? And that they could actually get a really useful freebie if they raise their hand, okay? Something that's going to be so useful to them that they are honoured. It's like Lidl sending me a discount for butter. Okay, I would go and buy 20 packs, as everyone in my house knows the freezer will be full of butter. If you use a valuation tool, let's say to generate leads or to give away PDF directly to your new leads, I'm going to show you how you can give more value, like with an example here, okay? Hey George, this is Tina from TS Estate Agents, and I'm following up with you because you requested an instant valuation on our website, and I really wanted to share with you something which I think you're going to find really useful right now. About 2 months ago, I actually helped a new key client of mine sell their house for $7,000 above the current market value. I've been achieving great prices for new key properties for over the last 20 years now, okay? And at the moment, I'm just putting a guide together on how new key homeowners can actually use exactly the same process as I have if they'd like to sell the homes for above market value. Now, if you're actually interested in this, just reply with the word yes, and I'm happy to share it with you. Enter role play a minute. Okay, now this is one of Dan's favourite frameworks. He calls it the Phantom Guide because here's the thing, yeah? You don't actually have to write the guide in the beginning. It doesn't actually exist, yeah? As long as it's your skill that you could write about, that's all you need to do, yeah? Now, think about this. If you create a similar message by using the information from your own past work, something you know that you've achieved that is valuable, you will be able to get your leads to raise their hands again and reply to you. And from there, then you can have that all-important conversation with them about selling the home. You will become a trusted individual. It can honestly be that simple, okay? People are just reaching out to people. They're looking for the right agent. Now, when it comes to the 3x3 method, it really is just a case of setting up emails, text messages, and phone call reminders that follow up that same framework. So to summarize, the framework is just call out the lead's name, explain who you are as an estate agent, explain why you're following up, and where you initially interacted with them, okay? Now, then you tell them something incredible that you've done as an estate agent, and with bonus points if it's something that was really recent, since it's been such a slow market, or if it's a larger number of properties sold or at a higher value or faster, something amazing. And then just tell the lead that you're currently writing a guide on that particular subject for your location of homeowners, so it is specific to them. Okay. And finally, you just tell them that if they're interested, they can reply with a word that you choose to your message and that you're happy to share it with them. And there you go. You can now implement the 9 follow-up messages to contact most, if not all, of your seller leads that you're generating every day. While at the same time, you're making each message beneficial to them, which makes them much more likely to reply. Isn't it? A bit like me and the butter at Lidl. So can you honestly see this process not working for you? Yeah, if you can't, I'm actually interested to know. So, write below if you don't think this would work. It'd be cool. And as a reminder, if you comment below this video, I'm happy to send you the exact messages that you can use to prompt your seller leads to start a conversation with you, which is the first step to booking more property appraisals. And I'm going to throw in the Phantom Guide framework that I've just showed you as well to make it even easier for you. Okay. Bye.